This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hi, and thanks for watching On Art. I'm Anu Subramanian. 2017 is upon us, and we're looking forward to a new year of emerging artists pushing the envelope, heritage artists preserving what's essential to our culture, and Indian art continuing to triumph on the global stage. 2016 kicked off with Indian contemporary art growing in popularity at India Art Fair, but it ended with demonetization and the art market took quite a hit. In between, On Art was there talking to the gallerists, auctioneers, museum directors, students, and of course artists who make this art world tick. Let's take a look back at some of the stories that were our favorites this year and see if there's some clarity that they give us about India in the art world today. Each week, our team comes together to brainstorm ideas and conceptualize Friday's episode of On Art.
All right, great. Great. They don't have a vertical.
It's a whirlwind of shooting, scripting, production, and video editing. There are a lot of late nights and a lot of simultaneous WhatsApp threads until we publish the episode. From our first episode nearly 50 weeks ago, where we met contemporary artists Tukral and Tagra and featured traditional Kathakali dance, On Art has brought together differing art forms, styles, and aesthetics in a quest to discover the best of Indian art.
Performance art is like it doesn't relate the real time.
Let go.
I use painting as an excuse for being curious.
So tactile aid is about showing the surface quality. It is always looking at that conflicted line between what we call sanity and the construct of insanity.
We bring you news of art and the money it moves.
The Indian art market today is $300 million. The Chinese art market is $6 billion. So we have a long way to go.
There's one really great benefit of the markets and record prices is people pay attention.
We celebrate the country's storied creative history and heritage and keep pace with the most current, cutting-edge contemporary talent. Celebrating the creative life led at any scale. Over the course of 2016, we traveled from Delhi to Goa, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Amritsar, and back again. And in that time, we met artists from far-flung countries of the world. Let's take a look back now at some of the stories that were the most thought-provoking, intriguing, and colorful that we featured this year.
I love science fiction, not as lasers and flying crafts, but science fiction as a philosophy. I love science fiction because it's so absolute. It's an expansion of our minds in a certain way where we are always thinking of a certain idea of the beyond. I am an architect and an artist. Trying to find an overlap in a space which is unusual, where art and architecture can truly make emerge a practice for me. 6 years back, unfortunate incident in my life with losing a parent, very tragically overnight, and I think that shifted my entire bearing in life in general. because loss of a parent is like irreplaceable.
This loss, Vishal tells us, registered as something that is the hallmark of his works today. He let go of mortal time.
Let go of mortal time. Let go of clock time. Immediately, overnight. How pointless they were. How inconsequential they were. So I'm interested, what then you would ask, am I interested? I'm interested in time codes that are outside of these two time codes. I'm interested in time codes which are oscillatory time codes, which are cosmic. And there I tried to bring those time codes back into the work. Video work like Girl on a Swing. Girl on a Swing is a simple composite of two images. Two images in motion. Something is removed, something is added. And a new time code of two separate images becomes one, producing a third time code.
Vishal Dar created Cutter 7 years ago in an entirely different context. But the reverberations of its meanings are felt particularly today.
These video works are sometimes, if I may say that, sometimes they form a moment of premonition. Cutter, I made in 2009. I made it in response to when there was a huge crisis of the counterfeiting of 500 rupee notes. And Cutter invents a violent landscape of feeding and counterfeiting. Gandhi and the watermark. Almost like a televised show, but on a note which is state-produced, circulated. Even today, when we are going through the demonetization, the 500 rupee note as Cutter comes back for me.
Vishal Dar also makes sculptures and installations. The large-scale works in his studio operate through a rhythmic, continuous lighting system, offering a similar looping, hypnotic effect to the ones in his videos.
Light is an interesting dimension to our lives. It makes things appear. While it does that, it also creates other things, such as shadows. So interest in light is deeply connected to my interest in a shadow. They all get embedded with life through light. I need to start talking about the idea of, which I've been thinking of for a very long time, the idea of treatment machines. That art is, it can become a function, it can become a function of treatment, which it had been, like architecture would have been, to silence a body, to calm a body, to aggravate a body, to agitate a body. So maybe that's what's on my mind currently.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we get back, On Art will keep celebrating some of the best of our show in 2016. Don't go anywhere. On Art will be right back.